Alright, hello guys, welcome back to the third episode of our Botania Garden of Glass Season 2 series. What we are doing right here is we are going to be showing you exactly what I've been up to between the last two episodes. And what that is I've been building this mob spawner here. We've actually got, we've got one block missing right there. Now, if everything does work, you can see we've got holes here between these slabs. But because of a little trick in Minecraft, these slabs won't let any light go through. So we'll break that torch, and now the sun's going down, so I can't really prove my point. But you can see there's no light in the middle there. There's absolutely no light from the sky or from the block. That is what has been going on. You can also see we are on day 4, and I'll show you just where day 4 is. It's right over there. That is actually very, very good, I think, to kind of prove the point that we're not grinding too much to get this stuff done. Because a lot of people think these things can be grindy. I think we can prove that they aren't grindy, alright? So, let's check. I think this is where I went down. Yep, it is. So, this has taken a little bit of time. I will admit that. It's taken a fair bit of time to get this stuff done. But it's something that we need to do, and it'll help us a lot. So, I've managed to do it a little bit bigger than what we were gonna... what we needed to, actually. So, that's also another reason why this took a little bit longer. Just complete this design the whole way down. So that's pretty much why I did it, just because I thought we would want a little bit more than what we have before, and I think it's a good idea to get it done now, then do it later and rebuild the whole thing. So this will be something we will use in the future. So let's do that, and that. And we're almost done. So we've got a little bit of a fall trap here. I didn't want to do all the blocks. I thought I'd just do a little bit of it and let these mobs get down to lower health. One issue that we may have with this farm, we may see, is that the mobs don't walk over those little trapdoors as we planned originally. So we may have to do a few changes there, but I think we'll be alright. So let's finish this off. Right there, and go down. It's gonna be safe. I'm always so scared that I'm gonna break right through my thing. Okay, there we go, that's perfect. Let's create a little bit more space over here. And we'll do it on this side as well. So we can go have a look at what's happened between the two episodes and what we are going to be doing in this episode. So let's do that. We've got ourselves a mob farm up. It's working, and hopefully it's working. It's up, that's for sure. So we've gone and got ourselves a few more things. We've got a bunch more living wood, a bunch more living rock. Good to get started on some stuff. But one thing I want to do is let's just make sure we're standing outside of the range of that thing. I think that should be good now. We want to go over to our Lexica Botania, and we want to have a look at what we're going to be doing today, because we've got mana. I can show you that as well. Here we go. We've got our Wand of the Forest. Look at that. You can see there's a little thing on our mana pool there. I don't know if I can zoom in. Doesn't really zoom in too much, but yeah, we've got a little bit of mana in that pool, and that might be enough for us to do some stuff already. So we've got our nightshades, we've got our day blooms. They're working well for us. So let's have a look at what we could get done today. So functional flora. Let me just quickly say, what we're going to try and do originally is get our resource problem solved. I think that's a really good way of looking at it, getting our stuff done with our resources first so we can keep doing more things. So we've got ourselves our wood, we've got ourselves our cobblestone sorted. Now we need to get ourselves a few more mob drops sorted to get a few other things so we can get bone meal and stuff like that. Now, one thing that we can, that will be kind of useful to know is the edition of the book, the 315th edition, is the update, is the version of Botania that we're playing. So we're playing Botania version 315. Now, there's a few versions missing because of the 1.10 and 1.7.10 split. There's a few different things that have gone on there in the 1.8, 1.9s. But yeah, what we've got right now is we're doing the 315th edition, and that's how you know. Okay. So the thing that we're going to have a look at is functional flora. So what we need to do, and one thing that I want to do, is make ourselves an orchid. And what this does is this makes us our stone into ore, which is really cool. It's really awesome. It's something we're going to need to do. We're going to get iron, we're going to get gold, we're going to get a whole bunch of things, and we need them to continue on. So that's pretty much the next thing that we're going to do. What we need for that is we need some mystical grey petals, which we do have, mystical yellow petals, which we do, and mystical green and red. So maybe we can actually make this right now. Let's have a look. So we do that. We can make ourselves some red. We needed 2 red. We needed 2 yellow. And remember, these each make 2. We needed grey, which we've still got 1 grey left. And we needed green, which is right there. So we've got all of those. Let's make those into petals like that. And you can see we've got a little bit of mana that just popped in through there. It's very slow at the moment, but in the future, we will be having ourselves a bunch of mana. We won't know what to do with it, hopefully. So we've got that. We will need to also get some melon seeds, which we don't have any seeds at all, actually. So this is where some stuff, I guess, could get a little bit grindy. Let's move that one over to out of the way so we can get our stuff to grow there. The melons. So we put one over there. And we'll put... Actually, sorry, we have melons. What am I doing? There we go. We've got some melons. All right. So let's put in some water. Like this. There into there. We will drop in those. You guessed it. There we go. Got ourselves our very first orchid. So let's have a look at what this does. We'll place it down. And you can see that when we hover over it, it's connected to a mana pool. And a bit of that mana that we had before, you can see it hasn't updated. When I right click on this, that little bit of blue on the left hand side should hopefully disappear if we've taken enough of it. Okay, we haven't taken enough of it over here. But what this allows us to do now is we can go and get ourselves, we're going to have to do some stuff here. Let's do that. Beautiful. I love that. I love that feature. Else you just end up with so many cobblestone slabs that you kind of just end up wasting. We'll do that, and maybe we'll get a few things. Let's wait. No trees growing. We've moved this tree out here for a little bit because we don't want it to shadow over these, which is something we've had a problem with. And I also don't want to break our mana flash. I'm pretty sure that's what we're going to be calling it this season, the mana flash, because it's what it was called last season. Oh man, I shouldn't have done that. That's all right. Now, we just need one, and I'll show to you exactly what's going on. And hopefully we get lucky and we get some iron or some lapis, because the other stuff we'll need an iron pick to break. So let's do this. We'll place this down here and get ready for it. There we go. I actually saw some coal there for a second, and we got iron, which is very lucky. Very, very lucky. All right, so we'll have to grab our next one. And we need stone, not cobblestone, so we do that. Iron again. I swear I'm seeing coal every time I do that. That's quite interesting. Maybe it's got something to do with the way it's been programmed in here. So we do it again. Emeralds. All right, we can't break them. And let's do some more. Now, this is going to use quite a bit of mana, so let's have a look at how much we've got left there. We may have to start doing some other forms. Okay, we've still got a bunch. Let's do that. Some coal. Great, I'm happy with coal. We can get that and get some of this stuff smelting up. And we also now can also start looking at some other ways of getting ourselves mana, because we're going to need to get some of those things soon. So we do that. Put that down there. We want one more iron so we can make a iron pick for our emeralds and redstone. And hopefully diamonds one day, and some gold as well, obviously. So we'll do that. There we go, some more of that. Now let's have a look. No mobs have come there. Let's zoom in. Absolutely no mobs that have gone in there. That's quite a pity. We'll just wait and see. Hopefully our design does work. If not, we'll have to get a bit of redstone and flush them out. We'll get onto redstone stuff real soon in this series. That's going to be kind of strange, but yeah, we should. So let's get a few more stone going on. Let's just punch the ground for a bit. In fact, where does this come from? This comes from... Yeah, it comes from your head. Alright, so let's do that. And there we go. We'll add another 16 of these in there. And we should have enough, hopefully. No, we won't have enough to build ourselves... Actually, we do, because we can do that. Get ourselves another 2 furnaces, but we'll only use... Yeah, let's use 2. Let's make 2 more. Great, we got an achievement for it. All right, so we'll pop one there, put one of those in there, and start smelting some stuff up. There we go. Let's check if we get lucky and get some diamonds. Some gold, we can't break. We can break, and can break that. What about this one? Oh, perfect. We've got a bunch of coal. All right, so this is pretty much the next step, is getting these sorts of resources. Now, we soon are going to run out of mana from this. We can just right-click on that. Still going. I'm actually quite amazed, to be honest. Maybe some tweaks have been made that I don't know of, or something along those lines. But yeah, I remembered this taking a ton of mana. So there we go. We'll get that. Put a few more in here so that these can start smelting on whatever's left in there. Wonderful. All right, so we'll keep doing this. The next step is going to be to get the other mana, and we'll show you exactly what my plan is for that now. We'll just put some more of these in. Split that, a bit of the... Oh, we've got a bunch of them in there. All right, we'll do that and that. Good. All right, so the plan is we can do a few different mana... Oh, yes, diamonds! We can't break them. Oh, we can break them! All right, so we'll do that. And there we go. We've run out of mana. So you can see when we right-click on this, it's not completely full. We'll have to wait for a bit more mana to build up in there. So we hit our cap, and that was expected. So we'll do that, and we will do that to get rid of some of these. So let's do the diamonds. already got that achievement. We get our emeralds, get our gold. Perfect. Alright, so the next step, as I say, is going to be to get the mana, and I've said that 3 times now, but this is what we're going to be doing. Right, so we click back on the Generating Flora tab. We have a look at what we've got here. We've got day blooms, Primus loci or loci. These don't actually affect us because these don't exist in the Garden of Glass worlds because they don't really have generation things. So the endoflame will probably be our next thing that we can do. Hydrangeas could also be, and also the Munchdew or Nice Limus or Rosa Arcana. We've got a few things which I can choose from right now. Thermal Lilies are really, really useful, and we'll get into those a bit later. Gormarilis can be very, very useful for us, and the Entropinium as well. That would actually be kind of cool to get in the beginning, but we'll need some creepers to get fallen over there. So the next thing I want to do will probably be the Endoflame, and let's have a look at what this one is. We've got to get ourselves some Mana Powder, some Mystical Light Grey Petals, Mystical Red, and Mystical Brown. So let's check if we've got these. I think we should have all of those. So our Mystical Light Grey, we've got 2. We only needed 1. We needed 2 Mystical Brown, and we needed 1 Mystical Red. So we'll make that into 1 petal over there. Good. And we haven't actually had any of these decay, so I think it's 2 days and not 1 day that we have to wait. We also need to get ourselves some water. Let's do that, and we can pop these in. So we need to do that there. And make those over there. Good. So you can see we need those, and we also needed something called Mana Powder, and that's going to be a little bit of a trouble because you can see here, look at this. This orchid has taken mana, but we need mana to make this mana dust or mana powder that I was talking about. So the way we do mana powder, if I remember correctly, we can do it with flower petals. We can also do it with a few other things. So let's actually just have a look. I'm not too sure of the shortcuts with JEI just yet, so let's go powder, and we'll have a look at what we can see with this. So what happens when we click on things with JEI? It shows us how to make it perfect. So we've got redstone, glowstone dust, gunpowder, we've got all sugar, floral white, floral orange, and a few of these things. Alright, so there's a few different ways we can do it. I think we're going to go with the powder way, and the way we're going to do that is we're going to have to get ourselves sticks quick. Sticks there. We go, and we'll make ourselves a pestle and mortar. So we'll do that. Need a bowl for this. Bowl goes there. Perfect. Alright, so we've got those. We can get rid of that one. Let's get rid of that one. We're not going to need it too soon, I don't think. We get ourselves some floral magenta powder. And the problem is, as I say, that this is connected there, and this is not going to be helping us too much. But, oh wow, that's... Okay, that's full. Why did that just happen so quickly? That's insane. Alright, maybe we'll have enough now. No? Okay. So what we'll do now is we'll just wait for that. Once that comes in, we can start getting onto another flower, which is, as I say, pretty awesome flower. It's the Endoflame. And a lot of people tend to use this as their go-to flower. I tend to steer away from some of these for some reason, but I think this season we'll play around with them a little bit more. Didn't plan on that getting changed. Alright, let's check. Is it ready yet? No. We'll leave that in there for some time. Stuff in these pools, it tends to last around quite a bit of time. I can't remember if these do... I think, yeah, things do despawn in there. Never mind. I was going to say, I think they might not despawn, but they do despawn. Right, we can do that. We can take those. And before we actually... put these things down again, we want this mana powder so we can continue on with our stuff. So let's have a little bit of a read of some of the other stuff that I think would be really cool for you guys who might not know a lot about Botania and might be trying to learn some stuff, because I know a lot of you guys might not be playing or might not have ever played modded stuff. You might be interested in checking this out. So we've got a bunch of things in here. You can see when we go into our natural apparatus, it's got a bunch of different things here. These over here are one of my personal favorite things added in Botania. It's a little bit of a timer that gives us a redstone signal every time whatever time we set there. So every time it ticks over, gives us a little redstone signal. You'll see in a very short period of time, us using those, because they are so useful for automating things, obviously. We've got a few other things here, nothing too new. We're going to actually have to make one of these fell pumpkins very, very shortly, so that's why we need string, we need rotten flesh, and we also need gunpowder and bone, along with some pumpkin. So we need to definitely get some seeds going on, and I don't have a lot of faith in this farm right now. A lot of this stuff these things aren't here. Maybe if we stand under it, let's just, oh no, this is probably a terrible idea. Should we go up? I'm gonna regret this so much. I know I am. Right, let's go up. I hope that we get a bunch of the mana stuff coming soon, because does this work in some... Yeah, I don't think that works in the rain. Hope it does, but I don't think it does. Alright. Thank you. And there we go. So we'll make these, we'll pillar up. Okay, well, that was not a good idea. Let's get that out, get that out. And if we need to, we can... Why is it always a creeper? It's never anything nice, is it? Alright, perfect. We got ourselves our first mob kill. It seems to obviously be working a little bit then, I guess. Maybe we just dragged it out when we were coming over here. Or maybe we're too far away. Perhaps we could just be too far away from this farm. So we'll let that go for a little bit more. I'm amazed that we haven't had many more things spawn up there, which is kind of a bit of a bug for me, but we'll have a look and see what goes on. And also another thing that we have, oh, there we go, look at that. Can you see how this one nightshade went down into one of these? That is the decay, so you can see it's gone into one of those dead bushes, and eventually, I mean, if we had shears on us, we could actually shear it, and then we could keep it. But when we break it out, we should get, I think, sticks, yeah. And eventually they'll just disappear as well. So what we'll do now is we will wait around a little bit. This is a little bit of a waiting game now, and that's just purely because we weren't too lucky. When we get this stuff to come, we will be a-okay, but for now, we'll just wait around and hope for this mana powder, and hope for a skeleton to drop or something like that. Okay, enough waiting around, guys. This actually hasn't been too much time afterwards. I just thought, hey, what can we do in the meantime? And this is where some of these extra little kind of fun mods, these little play-aroundy mods come into play. So we can have a look at chisels and bits, or chisel and bits, I'm pretty sure is the name of the mod. So there's a few different weird things here, but what we can do is maybe create ourselves a stone chisel and see how this works. Because I've actually got absolutely no idea of how this mod is going to work or what it's about. So, well, I know what it's about. I know it makes people make insanely awesome things from it. And is it something like that, or how was it? It was next to each other. Okay, there's still that little glitch that you have to do that. Okay, cool. So, as far as I can see, a lot of people put down blocks, and let's get ourselves maybe a living rock block. This is by far, without a doubt, the furthest I've got in this mod. So, oh, look at that. You can, does that mean we get it? Oh, wow, look at that. What happens if we, okay, right click, we can only left click. So you can chisel out some stuff, and that all adds up. Okay, that's cool. That's really, really cool. So we can make ourselves small things. And I saw that there's also a saw as well. So let's have a look at that. We push E. We've got ourselves that. And then we've got a wooden wrench, a rotate blocks, a diamond bit saw. Okay, that craft blocks with your... Craft with blocks or chisel blocks. Okay, cool. That's interesting. That's very, very cool, actually. A chiseled fluid bit tank. Oh, wow. So we can do it with fluid as well? That is really, really awesome. What happens when we break this now? We keep this chiseled rock oh, wow, that is so cool. This is so awesome. Oh, man. Okay, there we've got some mana coming in. Let's check. Is that enough to do it? Not yet. Oh, what did I just do? I right-clicked on that. All right, so if you right-click on a mana pool with some mana powder, you change the color of the mana pool. That's a little interesting thing that I always forget about. And it looks really, really cool. So we've got a custom mana pool there, right? And we've also lost out on all of our forms except for one of generating mana, which is this nightshade here. Now, let's have a look at what other things we could do. So we could also do ourselves, for instance, let's have a look there. Could do ourselves some hydrangeas, which we can't actually do just yet. We could do well, we can't get them to work for us just yet, at least. We don't have an infinite water source. Or our Nice Slimers, which we won't make until a little bit longer. Rosa Arcana, however, we can do, but we'll need that first, and that can be really, really useful. But overall, it's this endoflame that we need. We just need that little bit of extra mana, so hopefully this thing will tick over. and we should be very close to getting enough mana to do this. We can do it with these things here, so we'll just, we'll drop one in there. We'll walk away. We'll chisel ourselves a little chair over here, a little bench. So if we can we like... We can right-click. Alright, that's pretty cool. Now what happens for me to try and get these things back? That's the real question. What happens when I want to put everything back together and not have 101 things? I think there's a chisel bag I saw there. It's going to take forever to get things, but there we go. Where'd it go? Don't tell me it fell off the edge. Oh man, please don't tell me that. Oh, what is this? Let's go down, check if it fell down here. Yeah, I don't know what happened to that. I really do not know what just happened to that. I think it must have fallen off the edge. Alright guys, so somewhat of an unsuccessful episode, but it is an episode nonetheless, and it's kind of just, as I say, the way we're going to be playing this, just chilling out, playing some Botania, doing some random stuff, messing around with these sorts of mods in here. If you guys have got any suggestions to add into this pack, oh well, look, how lucky is that? Okay, never mind, we're ungoing, we are going to stay here. That fell right into place as I planned it. Alright, so let's do this. And we can continue on. So if you guys do have any suggestions for mods we can add, let me know, because I'd love to play around with a few more mods as well if they're not going to change the game too much. Obviously, if you guys tell me to do a power mod, I am going to say no, because that just kind of defeats the whole purpose of playing Botania. You know what I mean? So we'll do this. This is one thing we can do. You can see that it is connected when we hover over. It's connected there. We'll drop one of those in. You hear it get picked up. You can see there's a little bit of flames coming out of there. And that's going to create us a bunch of mana there. So if we can just right click on that, you can see, look how quick that's making mana in comparison to those other flowers. Just makes sense to have something like this. And we can actually automate that as well. So what we'll do now is we can make ourselves some more. Oh, there we go. We can use some more of the stone. We can make some more ores. Do that. And as these build up more mana, that's what's going to happen there. We can hopefully get some coal for it as well that we can keep putting in. Okay, coal has run out there. Do one more. And we can also make a coal block, which will be really, really useful. Or we can cut down some trees. Okay, it hasn't run out. What is going on? There we go. Okay, great. So the next thing we're hoping for here is hopefully oh, it's on 60. Okay, there, I get you. We'll hopefully get ourselves a bit more iron, get some mobs falling down here eventually, hopefully. I really need that to happen. And also we need some food big time here, so maybe I should stop jumping. Yeah, we'll just stand down here for a little bit while that does its stuff. But I think that's going to be the end of this episode, guys. So thank you very much for watching. It did end up becoming a little bit of a success at the end. Let's step in front of this torch. But overall, I think it was a good episode. So thank you very much for watching, guys. Let me know what you think about this season. Let me know about what you think about modded Minecraft if you guys are new to modded Minecraft. So thank you very much, guys, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.